घटना के 3 साल पूरे हो रहे हैं। पिछले 3 सालों से अगर देखा जाए तो एक बड़ा विवाद और नैरेटिव के तौर पे पब्लिक माइंडसेट में रहा है कि क्या चीन ने हमारी ज़मीन पर कब्जा किया है या नहीं किया है। उस पर मैं चाहूँगा आपका स्पष्टीकरण, ये जानते हुए कि 2 पॉइंट पर डिसएग्रीमेंट हुआ है, 2 पॉइंट पर अभी निगोशिएशंस चल रहे हैं, और एक छोटा दूसरा सवाल
नहीं,
है
बिल्कुल नहीं, सॉरी,
कि पब्लिक आउटरीच आज से शुरू हो रहा है आपका, तो क्या 5 उपलब्धियों को लेकर पब्लिक के बीच आप जा रहे हैं?
करो, आपका टाइम
अगर आप
कम कर
एक
रहे हो।
सवाल से ज्यादा भी पूछेंगे मैं एक ही का उत्तर
आदित्य।
Mr. Jaishankar, Aditya Raj call from TV9 Network. In the last 9 years, we've seen a paradigm shift in Kashmir policy of the government of India. We've seen Article 370 abrogation and a lot of steps. Recently concluded successful G20 event. How do you see this? How do you see this? And do you think this is a turning point on how the global community and the international diaspora and several others, especially the West, sees Kashmir from a different lens? Because you just spoke about changing narratives and India actually shaping the narratives. So how important is this visit?
Keep it short.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So let me start with Sachin. Look, you said that Dr. Manmohan Singh at the end of his tenure said what he said. Prime Minister Modi has a long way to go in his tenure. So I'm sure as and when that arises, he will say what he has to say, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But if you were to ask me, at this point of time, 9 years into Modi government, what are all the changes? I think in a way I tried to project that, I tried to project, frankly, a more self-assured country with a lot of changes happening, which is contributing more, which is caring more for its own people at home and people abroad, and which is communicating all of this very effectively with the rest of the world. So it isn't a single account and a single achievement in a way. I think there's been really very broad progress across multiple fields. And even though you should not have asked the second question, but on Security Council, you all know where is the resistance from, but I would say one change which has happened is, if you today ask more and more countries today accept the need for reform, and frankly feel if there's one country which should be there, it is India. I think even in this process as a potential candidate, our credibility has gone up in this period. जो आपका जो गलवान वाला सवाल है, देखिए जो पोजीशन जो है ये बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है, क्योंकि हमारी फ़ौज भी, एक तो मैं आपको समझाना चाहता हूँ कि नॉर्मली जो है फ़ौज जो वो बिल्कुल LAC पे डिप्लॉय नहीं होती, वो अपने कैंप पे डिप्लॉय होते हैं, कैंप से आगे बढ़ते हैं। जो 2020 के बाद जो चेंज हुआ है, क्योंकि टेंशन तनाव के कारण दोनों साइड ने फॉरवर्ड डिप्लॉयमेंट की, और ये फॉरवर्ड डिप्लॉयमेंट, ये मुद्दा जो है हमें इसको रिजॉल्व करना है। तो ये जो जिस तरीके से आपने ये प्रश्न पूछा कि ज़मीन का है या नहीं है, वो इशू नहीं है, इशू फॉरवर्ड डिप्लॉयमेंट का है कि दोनों लोग बहुत एक दूसरे के बहुत नज़दीक फॉरवर्ड डिप्लॉयमेंट कर रहे हैं, और उसके कारण ये तनाव माने कहीं हिंसा की तरफ जा सकता है, जैसे आपने गलवान में देखा था। जो आपका सवाल जो है अनुच्छेद 370 वाला, ऑन कश्मीर, first of all, I do think that what was done in 2019 was a very, very crucial step and a long-awaited step for national security. Because in a way, we can, it's a long story, and you know this better than me, why 370 was kept beyond what was supposed to be its shelf life. But the bottom line was, I'm now giving you a kind of a diplomatic perspective. The whole world used it against us. They saw it as a point of vulnerability. They saw it as something they should keep pressing and keep using and keep turning as a way of keeping India off balance. Now, if we don't get it right, how do you expect the world to get it right? So, for us, the first thing was to remediate at home. And that is what we did in 2019. Now, once you sorted it out at home, then the question was, how then does the world react to it? Now, even when 370 happened, and fact was, in 2019, we had to actually, when I speak about strategic communication, as a foreign ministry, as a minister myself at that time, we spent a lot of time getting people to understand what it was about. And our biggest problem was a lot of, frankly, false narratives of propaganda, much of which originated in our own country. So we had to deal with that, and I think we dealt with it. And because we dealt with it today, you know, if you go around the world today and ask people, you know, sort of, when it comes to India, what are your concerns, you will find more and more people actually will say that's kind of, that's not something which is a live issue, because we were the people who kept it as a live issue. So to me, what happened in G20 is just one example. But I would like to see, quite honestly, more investment there, more foreign tourists there. I see no reason why Jammu and Kashmir should be denied the benefits not only of development but of globalization that the rest of India has experienced. I think it is their right, and I think we should promote that very strongly.
Huma. Right here.
Sir, I'm Huma Siddiqui from the Financial Express. In your opening statement, you did not mention anything about the Latin American region except the ferry to Guyana. And so in that context, I just wanted to understand, is India